And this is how it literally, this is why I tell you guys it takes 6 months to change your life. Okay. It doesn't take 10 years. It doesn't take 6 years. It probably doesn't even take 3, 4 years. You can change your life in 6 months to a year. And I don't care what anybody says. And I'm telling you that because I did. I was broke 2 years ago mowing lawns. And within 6 months of being broke and mowing lawns, I made my first 10K online. Okay. So I'm going to teach you guys a 6-month rule. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is dimaggiovoss. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm 19 years old. So, right, we're just gonna do 6 M's, okay? This is the 6-month rule. And the first thing that you're going to need for the 6-month rule is consistency with this. Now, a lot of you guys can't be consistent, and that's the only thing that's stopping you from getting success fast. And I know your dopamine goes off when I say that, but yes, you can get success fast if you're consistent, okay? The only difference between someone who it took 6 months to be successful and someone who it takes 6 years is consistency, okay? I'm telling you right now, if I started a new MEO or online store business right now, or any type of other business detailing, all glory to God, but God would bless me to get that off the ground within a month and literally make my first 10K that second month. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's possible. And I'm going to explain to you how I know I can do that. And these are the steps I would take, okay, to grind within 6 months. Which, you get what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm still grinding and stuff like that. But the first thing you're going to want to do, and I know a lot of people might look down on this, but guess what? I'm going to turn this around before you guys even see it. I know my stance is a little weird right now, so don't mind me. But look at this, okay? Better your relationship. Guess who it's going to be with? With God. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going to click off the video. You probably think about clicking off the video right now because you want, oh, how to make $1 million. But guess what? If you get rich without God, it's going to be nothing. So I'm just being honest, okay? When you're trying to lock in, you need God simply because I've seen, dude, I'm telling you, I'm a millionaire at 19. I've seen people get rich, richer than me, and they lose their mind without God in their life. So you guys need to keep God whenever you're trying to be successful. Let's just start off like that, okay? Now, the second thing, okay, you're going to want to do is you're going to want to control this is something you're going to want to do every day. These are all things you need to do every day. I'm just going to put an E for every day, okay? You're going to want to control your desires. Whenever you're trying to become successful, one of the quickest ways to slow up that success or lose that success is not controlling your desires. Your lust, your gluttony, when all you do is just eat. You're spending all your money on food, okay? Your desire to go out and party instead of work. You need to control all this stuff. And the reason I say this is because, like I said, it takes time to get successful, right? But an easy way to cut that time is, what is everybody else doing? They're out messing with a bunch of girls. They're out just feeding their desires, their lustful desires, their desires to go and just, you get what I'm saying, waste a bunch of money just going out with friends. You don't want that. And I'm not saying you can't have balance going out with friends. That's beautiful. Go out with your friends. But the thing is, if you know, okay, you're just wasting time or anything like that, there's no point. There's no point. You need to control your desires. That your flesh is going to tell you, hey, go out with a bunch of friends. When you're trying to be successful, guess what's going to happen? Your flesh is going to tell you, hey, go out with those friends. It's going to tell you, hey, go mess with that girl. It's only one time. It's going to tell you, go to that party. You need to control your desires or you will never get success within 6 months. Okay? Control your desires. The lust, cut off the websites, bro. Those little girls, or even if you're a girl, those guys you text all the time, you're just trying to post to get their validation. You're spending hours texting them every day. Cut it off, bro. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but cut it off, man. Cut it off. And I'm telling you that because I had to do that. I used to text girls all the time, man. I used to be, I'm not going to lie. If you guys want me to be honest with you, I used to be a complete 304, okay? Which, if you guys know what that means, you know what that means. It means you used to get around, okay? Not like that, but like I wasn't going and just doing it with a bunch of girls, but I would try to text a bunch of girls, but then something finally snapped into me and said, this is not getting me nowhere, okay? So control your desires. And I'm spending a lot of time talking about like the back end stuff, like the mindset you need to become successful. But the next thing, okay, y'all might not agree with this one either. ISO Okay, you guys probably already heard what I said. It's not iceberg. It's not ISO as in basketball. It's isolation. Okay, this is isolation. You're gonna need that because if you want success this fast, okay, and this doesn't have to be by yourself. It can be with your bro. You can isolate yourself with your bro. But if you want success in 6 months, stop going to those parties. Stop going on 2-mans all the time. Stop texting multiple girls. Stop hanging out with everybody. You or either you and your bro need some isolation. And isolation means, dude, you're not going outside a bunch. You're literally locked in, windows closed, locked in, just grinding on the computer all day, talking about business all day, just trying to find ways. You need, when you're trying to become successful, I know this sounds corny, but you need to lock yourself in your room and grind. Okay? Keep your phone in another room, have it plugged up someplace else, maybe turn on some chill music. What I do sometimes is turn on the Bible to listen to. Just grind, bro. Just grind. There shouldn't be no distractions. Okay? When and a lot of you guys know when you're trying to work, what happens? You start getting distracted. Next thing you know, you're on Snapchat. Put your phone in a different room. Okay? Load up your computer, whatever business you're doing, and just grind. Start it up. Okay? I do MEO, so you guys probably know what that is. My bad, y'all. My camera died on me. My mic died on me. The holder for the camera. But what I was saying is, yes, you're gonna need isolation. Okay. A lot of you guys know, but I do MEO. It's like a different type of e-com. It's not the same as what everybody else does. But boom. Okay. Now you're isolated. The next thing you're gonna want to do. Okay. Now you're going to want to have a discipline scale. This is something that is going to give you discipline in a different area of life so you can have discipline in a different area of life. Let me make that make sense. When you're starting a business, okay, it's going to be hard to have discipline in that if you don't have discipline in any other area of your life. Okay, so what helped me in life was I started waking up, having a routine to not like saying reading the Bible of some type of hassle on me, but it made me disciplined. I have to do that before I touch my phone. Okay. Then after I did that, it made me more disciplined to go to the gym because I was like, okay, I can't do this. I can't just be walking around not going to the gym. It made me more disciplined to do that. Okay. I was more disciplined to get into the gym. Then it made me disciplined in my business. It made me disciplined in my business. Okay. So find something you can do to discipline yourself in one area of life so you can use that same discipline and put it in a different area of life. No matter if that's reading the Bible every day, going to the gym every day, doing some type of cardio every day. I know it's not comfy to have discipline. It's not worth it when you first start, but later on it's going to be worth it, okay? Now, the next thing after all these things, you're probably wondering, okay, we talked about a lot about mindset. Where's the money, DiMaggio, okay? Now you're going to want to start a HP business. If you don't know what this is a high profit business. If you're trying to get successful within the 6 months, you're going to need a high profit business. Not something that's going to take years to return, such as real estate. I do real estate as well, you guys know, but that takes a long time to return. Before you invest in stocks or anything like that, you need a high profit business. Every investor, big investor, anything like that, what they have is they all have high profit businesses that give them cash flow so they can invest in real estate, stocks, stuff like that. Okay. Some high profit businesses right now to get into are, there's a bunch of things you can do, right? If it's all about your clientele and the way you market it. Okay. So that's what you're going to want to watch about your business. When you're doing a business, you want to watch your clientele and the way you market it. If you have a rich clientele, you're going to get rich results. If you have, good marketing, you're going to get good results. Okay, so let me give you an example. My boy here, he does detailing. He details a bunch of things. He has a huge business, right? But the thing is obviously that's a little bit more hands-on, things like that. It's still good business, especially if you're in blue collar, right? That's a good business to get into. He has high profit margins because he has high paying clients. He has good clients, right? Now, on the other hand, I do MEO, that's a different type of e-com. It doesn't take that long. You kind of just sit, press buttons on your computer, and then you can kind of outsource it. That's what MEO is. It's basically e-com, but it's doing it a whole separate way. It's marketing a whole different way. It's having the products outsold a whole different way. Still the same fulfillment process, but it's all about the marketing behind it and the parts after you start the store up, right? But yeah, like, I hope this helped you guys. Like, I'm a genuine firm believer it takes 6 months to change your life. If you guys do want to learn more about what I do, I'll put like a training down in the description. For MEO, which is what I do. Like I said, I'll put a training down in the description. But I hope this helped you guys. Like I said, I want to see you guys win. So if you enjoy these videos, I'm not just a random person who flexes on the IG and just shows you stuff without providing value, right? But I want you guys to go follow my IG so you can get motivation every day, stuff like that. But I'm a firm believer. If you do all these things, okay, you're going to end up a changed person within the next few months, okay? And it may not be, yeah, you have a Bugatti, but it may be, hey, you have $50 extra thousand to invest into something. Hey, you have a new car that, you get what I'm saying? Or hey, you better your relationship with God, okay? Or hey, your body looks better. You can change your life in 6 months, and don't let anybody tell you different, okay? I hope this video helped you guys. Like I said, like, subscribe. Love y'all. Peace out, man.